Alright, so here we are again. We've warmed up. As you can see, it can be a bit challenging sometimes. Even I didn't start very well. It was the first time drawing today. But even though I think I started pretty badly, we ended up with some good drawings at the end. So I feel like my drawings are going a good way. I like my lines right now. So I'm taking the chance to go for the poses that we looked for on our references video. So I have here to the side the images that I chose. I put them all in one document, kind of like a mood board like we talked about, and I'm going to draw them. So this is again some practice. This is also a good time for you to start figuring out how your character looks. Don't worry about clothes yet, but for example the hair, the shape of the eyes, any other details of their face, for example, or even hands or legs. It's a good time to figure that out. Another thing I want to say, so we're going for specific poses now, right? So we are looking to draw poses that we want our character in. So these are the ones that I chose. I already had kind of an idea in mind. You want to know if you want to draw your character sitting, if they are laying down, if they are running, jumping. But even if you know already what you want to draw, try to get some references, especially if it's the first time you're drawing your character in those poses. There's nothing to be ashamed of when doing references. It's not cheating. It is a tool for you to learn. So use them. Really, don't be afraid to do that. So I have these ones here, and let's start. I'm going to start with this one. Again, you can start with line of action if you want, or you can do some shapes right away. Also, as you can see, I'm being a bit more refined with my drawings this time. Mostly because even though this is quite a bit of gesture drawing, I now want to have a better look of my character. And one of these, we're going to choose one of these later on to do our final drawing of our characters. So we kind of want to do cleaner drawings this time. Also, two of my poses are very similar, but I don't mind that because I have a specific look for my character, and that helps. So there we have it. I'm not going to draw clothes, as I said, but for example, I'm going to start adding maybe the hair. So I was thinking, remember that image? So we have here our image of Flash, and I said I kind of envisioned him having the hair pulled back. So I want to do that with a ponytail and then a shave underneath. So let's start exploring that idea. Also, I want a braid right here, a tiny braid. So you see, I'm already starting to explore how his face will look. So feel free to do that right now as well. There we go, something like this. Let's go for the next one. Oh yes, another thing I want to mention to you. So we chose our references, right? And we're going to use this for our character, these poses. And if you're having difficulty finding out the shapes, or you just can't draw it, you seem that something is off when drawing the pose, is you can go on top of the pictures that you took or that you found and draw the shapes. This will help you memorize how does the pose work. So if you do this, you can do this a few times, draw just the shapes on top of it, even though you're not consciously doing this, but As you repeat these shapes, when you're going to draw in your empty canvas, you see that your muscles memorized those shapes and how to draw them. So it is a good exercise. Again, if you're feeling that your drawings are not going as you want them, if you're having some difficulty with the poses, just try to draw the shapes on top of the images, and then draw the shapes on your document or on your piece of paper. So if you're doing this traditionally, you can print the pictures. So either the ones you took or the ones you found, like we did here, with some transparency. I'm sorry, yeah, you can put them like, I don't know, let's see what we have here. So maybe 60% with a white background underneath, and then you can take up a pen or a pencil and draw just shapes on top. And when you feel you're ready, go to your sketchbook and draw those same shapes, and you'll see that that will help you learn how to draw the poses. At some point you won't need to do these shapes on top of the images because you already know how to draw the body, how to draw the poses. You can do this, all right? It's totally fine. It is a way of you to learn. So if you need to take that time, do it. So as I said, we're going for our next pose, and I really like this one, even though it's a bit similar to the first, but it's, if I put the hands on the waist, it really shows how confident Jonah is. So again, as you can see, I'm being a bit more refined with my shapes here, with my drawings. So the arms go this way and then this, right? And the legs open up as well. Oh, I really like this one. I might go for this one for our final. So when we go for the next stage, I might go with this one because I really like it. So again, let's try our hair again. Not only the hair, but also here. So we have the undershave, and then the little braids, and the hair is tied up, but we can't really see. Very confident face. It's too small. So very simple. Okay, I kind of want to draw but I want do it. But yeah, something like this I really like. I also really like the long neck. This is something that I started to incorporate in my drawings, the long neck. I really like drawing the necks too long, so I'm going to keep that. Here we have the hands. Alright, I'm really happy about this. Maybe this thing goes up a bit more. Alright. Very simple drawings. For example, if you don't know how your character looks yet, feel free to draw the pose many times and try out different hair shapes, different eyes, different expressions. I already have an idea of how my character will look, so I'm just incorporating that in the pose. But if you really don't know how to go about it, just draw. For example, I drew this pose, right? I could draw this pose again. Well, let's do it actually. Again, you can do this at the same time as I do, so if I'm here longer, that means you'll be drawing longer. So we have this shape, right? Then this one, the legs go this way. I'm going to make these shapes a bit more with less contrast, because otherwise it looks a bit too feminine. Okay, so we have here the character. So I don't know, let's say he has a bit of spiky hair, you know? Try out different things, start exploring that. In this phase it's a very good time, so do many sketches. With the idea for your character. Silly eyes. So you see, just drawing the face differently, the hair differently, I give a completely different look to my character. It's not the same character anymore even. So do explore this at this point. It's really helpful, so when you go to the next stages, you already know how your character looks like. Now I'm going for the final pose. This one also looks very fun. So we'll see how it will go. So start with the head. Alright, so we have here the shoulder almost going a bit in the front, going down, and then this way. This one goes here, and then behind the body. And now we have here our pin, right, like we talked about. And now, so one leg goes behind. Let me see how I'm going to go about it. Also, exaggeration. This is something that you really want to take in account when drawing your characters, when drawing the pose. So, I mean, yes, this is a good image, but we're going to draw, we're not looking for realism, right? So why not exaggerate those shapes? Go overboard with it. He looks like he is going even farther and faster than he's supposed to, right? So don't be afraid when drawing your characters, your poses, exaggerate it. It's really important, so it keeps your drawings more interesting and more dynamic. Oh, I'm really happy with this one too, so now I gotta choose one of them. Alright, so these are all the poses. Okay, I'm going to show you all the references here so you can see them. Maybe put here to the side. Here it's good. Alright, so we have here the 3 poses that we chose before we drew them. I definitely like these 2. I really like this one, but for the class I'm not sure it's going to be the best one to go for, especially having in account that we're going to be drawing clothes and it's going to be hard. I'm really divided into which one will I choose. I might try this one, but because I feel it's really dynamic, it really shows who Jonah is, even though I might, let me just try it. I might do this, because if I do it, him looking to the other side, we can't see his braid, and I think his braid is very important, so I'm going to do something like this. So yeah, this is what we did. So do all the poses that you want, and when you finish, choose the one that you like the most, or the one you feel that is more relevant for the character you're drawing, and then it's time to go for the next phase. So I will see you there. I hope you had fun with this, either if you drew at the same time, either if you're going to do that afterwards. Feel free to go and update your project, so you can either just You can show me the drawings that you did using the references that you searched and saved before, so from your mood board. And you can also tell me which one you're going to draw, which one are you keeping and moving to the rest of the course. So I will see you there. I think I'm going to do with the running one. Well, let's go for the next video and keep working on our character. I hope you really have fun with this, because I think this is a really fun process. So I'll see you there.